Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so we're going to look at Hacked Off. This is a group that was behind Harry's latest Daily Mail fiasco, wanting to destroy their free press. And it's quite serious as well. So basically, according to some information that I've received, turns out that Hugh Grant and Steve Coogan, or Kurgan, whatever his name is, actually went to Makerfield to support Andy Burnham. And as you know, Hugh Grant and Steve Coogan extremely close and part of the Hacked Off case as well. So, let's have a look, okay? So, let's get into it, because this has deep ramifications for Harry and the royal family as well. So, was Hacked Off behind the co-conspirators for the Daily Mail. So I'm getting lacking ability and cowards, okay? Lacking ability. Well, that would be that they don't. I'm getting lacking ability here. So maybe Hacked Off members. There's a few that we don't know as well. I don't know. I'm getting not feeling particularly strong about that at the moment. Okay, what's Hacked Off's intentions? So it's like a mandate. They have a mandate that they want to put forward. And they're not in the UK, so this group must be formed somewhere else, because I'm getting overseas as well. I think, they're loving it, aren't they? Look, singing and dancing. Here comes Andy Burnham. We can get what we want. Get him on side, sort the media out, silence everybody. What's the connection between Harry and Hacked Off? Creativity, so I kind of feel like Harry didn't set Hacked Off up, but Hacked Off are setting Harry up. I can say that for sure. All the creativity that's gone into, you didn't have the proof, Harry. You didn't have the proof, Hacked Off. You didn't have the proof, Hugh Grant, as well. Why was Hugh Grant and Steve supporting Andy Burnham at Makerfield? Well, at the time, they're riding high on their waves. They're getting, I'm getting delays here and suspicious. What's wrong? Why am I feeling real uneasy from the start? Because of the boss. Like, it's governmental. It's connected. You've got proposals. Was Hacked Off funding, the Daily Mail group, like the ones at court, Harry? Absolutely. So, this business about who's paying what, etc. Oh, well, Elton John might look like he's going to pay their bill. They're making out that it's Elton John, but I can guarantee it's not. Will Hacked Off pay the costs of the Daily Mail? They've got no choice. They've got no choice. They're the ones that set it all up, and they're the ones that'll have to, you know, bear the brunt of the costs as well. How did the Daily Mail feel about Hacked Off? They're going to go for them for certain, okay? They know as well. They'll write about Hacked Off paying their legal fees, because there's no way Elton John's just going to cover the lot, okay? Yeah, he might have loads of money, but he's not stupid. How involved was Hacked Off with the Daily Mail case? Turning down, turning down. How involved? I don't know. So those people didn't want to get involved straight away. So it was, they was involved in trying to get people on board, okay, because there was being turned down. Let's have a look then. How did Hacked Off get, you know, it's kind of, it reminds me of a pyramid scheme, this, you know. You have the person at the top, which I don't believe was any of the defendants, not the defendants, sorry, the people, like, I can't find the words for it, Harry, Elton, Hugo, or Hugh, whatever his name is. I just get, and I get loads of frustration coming as well, and tension here. So these idiots are just the ground, you know, the foot soldiers, okay? Hacked Off will be at the top, especially with David Sherborne. So what's the connection between Hacked Off and David Sherborne? Oh, yes. Look at that, okay? Look at that. So you've got Hacked Off, and then you've got Sherborne, and then you've got your lower level entities such as Harry and the rest of them, okay? So they had a job trying to get people in. So was it Hacked Off that was threatening is it Gavin Burrows' testimony? Yeah, couldn't get him involved. So this isn't like, you know, oh, it was just a group of them who knew each other who decided to get together. No, this was completely organised, and organised on a big scale as well. Didn't matter what they said or did to Gavin Burrows, and believe me, they've tried everything. They've tried blackmail, they tried money first, you know, and Gavin Burrows didn't want to be involved either. How does Gavin Burrows, I think that's his name, it's a bloke who was supposed to give evidence. The universe knows who I'm talking to. Oh, people have asked, who am I talking to when I'm reading cards? Well, mainly myself. No, I've always done it with the internet, the universe, okay? There's a universal energy that you can tap into. You can do it, you know. If I'm talking to a dead person, then I would go through the universe. I don't go directly to the person, unless, you know, unless it's like my mum or something. But again, it works better going through the universe. If I'm going to send out love or healing, I send it through the universe, because the universe knows how much love you need, how much healing you need, and where. So it just, you know, cuts through everything. Anyway, yeah, so dreams not realised, yeah, unhappiness in that situation. But who owns, you know, Hacked Off? Someone big, somebody powerful. backtracking. So these people don't want to be known, obviously. I kind of feel like people within the industry, you know, of the media. Backtracking, backtracking, and backtracking. I don't know. Is this reading right? Yes. Okay. So it's done voluntarily by people. I think it's people on a mission as well. So they want the press withdrawn. I'm getting hacked off, but back down, back down. It kind of feels like a consortium, a group of people, you know, that really was hacked off with their media, and that's why they've called it hacked off. And so, yeah, it's like a conglomerate. I'm getting a conglomerate. Why did Hugh Grant end up going to, you know, what does Hugh Grant and hacked off want from Andy Burnham? Ooh, to send people to prison. Enforced isolation. Do they think, do hacked off believe that Andy Burnham will close down the press for them? Absolutely. Absolutely. Andy Burnham's got stuff to hide as well. So, you know, people with something to hide do want to shut down their papers and the internet and censor us all. You know, there's no such thing as a free press at the moment, and I doubt there has been for over 10 years. Do you think Andy Burnham agrees with him? Okay. How does Andy Burnham see hacked off? Very committed indeed. Okay. Very committed. Agrees with them. He's had meetings with them as well. And how does Prince Harry see Andy Burnham? Oh, well, we'll have his security appeal again. Another one, another one, another one. Showing him, you know, how he's not coping, how it's ruined his family, how it's done this, how it's done that. No, Harry, your actions have done that, and so has everybody else's. Hugh Grant, nobody, you know, said you had to go in a car and have fellatio, did they? You did that all by yourself, so... and then you've got Liz Hurley, an ex of Hugh Grant. You've got Doreen or Nadine Doreen, whatever her name is, Lawrence, you know. How's she feeling today? Well, she's just got confirmation that she doesn't have to contribute. Did Harry know upon starting this that hacked off would actually be paying for the fees? Did Harry know? I'm getting, this was last minute, something last minute. So they didn't expect to lose, okay? They did not expect to lose. So at last minute, yeah, hacked off have had to step in and say, we'll pay the bill. Is that right? Hacked off have had to step in and say, right, we'll pay the bill. Yeah, look at that. They're not happy, but that's the way it has to be. They encouraged it. They wanted it, you know. Harry and everybody was just their pawns in their game. Was Harry and everybody else, you know, in that party, was hacked off using them. Absolutely. You know, you had a fishing expedition as well. So there was hoping to mine information, more information. Was hacked off, ultimate goal to shut down and remodel the entire newspaper system. Absolutely, absolutely. And they was willing to pay big time to do it as well. Well. Andy Burnham. How did Hacked Off come across David Sherborne? So I don't know if Sherborne's worked on other cases where it is journalists, okay, but these journalists kind of humiliated him. So maybe not him, but his clients, and he's been representing them as well. So they've kind of come in at an early stage. How does David Sherborne see Hacked Off? That they'll do anything to take you down, you know, they'll be, they're reckless and they don't care who gets in their way, they will try and attempt to take them down. I also feel like Sherborne, as his judgment's gone out the window because he's just, you know, gone so high in his own value and estimation of himself and his work that he thinks he's formidable and impossible to defeat. No doubt so did Hacked Off. How did Hacked Off feel about Sherborne? Unreliable, you know, someone they thought, so maybe Sherborne's trying to distance himself because I'm getting unreliable here, so they don't see that future at the moment. It's all unsteady. How does Sherborne feel about being involved in the Hacked Off group? How does Sherborne feel about being in with that group? I think Sherborne worries about a woman going rogue and lashing out, you know, being real angry, especially with their costs. And that ain't Nadine Lawrence. Or what? Is it Nadine or Doreen? You know what I mean. The universe. I'm crap with names, guys. Always. Plus, as well, I don't read so much of... if I'm reading on something like this, I only take like 20 seconds and then I come away to form my own opinion. How does Harry feel about being involved with Hacked Off originally? Not now, but originally. Oh yeah, look at that, you know. Oh, great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Hacked Off will cover all this. I can take the mail to court and I don't have to worry financially. And ain't it funny that they was all told before Christmas, that this court case was going to exceed 44 million, you know, and the judge gave a warning also to the claimants. That's it, claimants. How does he feel about being hacked off now? Oh, look at that. He's frightened, okay? He's frightened. Kidding himself about the situation, you know? He's done all this and it's come to nothing. Come to nothing. Well, actually, Harry, it's come to minus 50 million. Kidding himself about others, this situation. What have I got involved with? Yeah, you're in a right piranha bowl here. You're going to get eaten alive. How does Lawrence feel about hacked off now? Although we've got that there, haven't we? She's had confirmation that they'll, you know, pay the rest of what needs to be. So how do hacked off feel about the judgment by the judge in this case? I'm getting more writing, more writing. I'm getting tests, being tested. Are they trying to encourage the others to appeal? No. Because nobody else wants them. They want to, you know, they'd want to and get Harry to do it. And Harry would want to as well, but it's the rest of them. How does Elton John feel about hacked off? That they got it wrong, they've got him into debt, you know, and for what? For what? So you probably do have some of the claimants absolutely believing these things, that the male did this, that the male did that. But in actual fact, there was no proof. Not on the male side, and not anything that they could individually say as well. No, he's not happy at all. Of what has Elton John told hacked off? Not happy about what Harry said after, you know, the speech. And I mean, he's dragged Mrs. Lawrence into it. Now, Mrs. Lawrence, when I did the reading last year on this, I said it was when there was a House of Commons. She had a wobble moment and she wanted out. And it was Harry who went to the Parliament to have lunch with her and try and persuade her to stay and not drop out. But she was ready to drop out. Does Lawrence feel any shame or guilt over this, over her behaviour? Yeah, she's found the whole thing absolutely heartbreaking because it's about her son. It's brought things up again, you know. Listen, some of these people have been manipulated into it, scared almost, you know. Harry read her the Riot Act and said, oh, they've been watching you, they've been doing this. I know they've been doing that. I've got evidence that they've done this to you, you know. So she was played, but at the end of the day, all this is about greed, okay? It's about greed for the individuals of the claimants, and then it's about, you know, shutting down their press for hacked off. How do hacked offs feel about Harry? Yeah, they shouldn't be too happy either because Harry's little speech there's now pissed the judge off, you know, and could mean more money, which will definitely mean more money for hacked off. How does hacked off feel about Harry? Yeah, look at that little speech that he did, all the drama. Anyway, there's something else coming out, you know, there's something else coming out and there's going to be hell on about it. So this is going all over the internet, so it comes from social media. you know, finding out stuff, being exposed. This isn't what it seems, you know. Everybody's just going on the fact that Harry was paranoid and thought he'd been, you know, tape recorded all the time. But it's not. It's about something much, much bigger than this. It's about trying to shut down their press. And by the way, I absolutely loved, is it Paul Dacker, or somebody who came out from the Mail. I mean, he spoke real well. I have to say, you know, I don't know if I've got a soft spot for my golden oldies, but, you know, I did feel like I would enjoy being in his company. Must be something there in a past life for me, you know. I fancy all the older men. I think Rupert Lowe's attractive in his own certain way. And I don't think Andy Burnham is. No chance. Absolutely not. And no, I don't think I would find Ben Habib attractive. So I think there's some, you know, around the cheeky Charlie kind of thing. Yeah, Rupert Lowe, Paul Dacker. In another life. Okay, so hacked off. Will they be exposed? Oh, look at that. Okay, illness. I call a doctor. Call a doctor. Right, so you're calling an expert. You're calling an expert. And a witness. Will hacked off be exposed for exploiting vulnerable people? So I think right now, until the money judgment comes in, I think, you know, things will be quiet or quieter. But this is about how hacked off has managed to get other people to trick others. So that would be lawyers, one of them being David Sherborne. No doubt there'll be other lawyers as well involved. What do other lawyers feel about hacked off and this case brought entirely with prejudice? How do other lawyers feel? Yeah, shouldn't have got involved, you know, it was wrong, shouldn't have got involved. And obviously, this ain't going to go down too well for Sherborne neither. He does get a lot of blame here. They had to seek out different victims. I'm trying to find, you know, a connection between all of them, you know, but I don't. I think I think there are some small connections between some of the complainants, but not all of them. Like I say, it reminds me of the pyramid thing, the scheme, you know, so where, I don't know, David Sherborne would go and approach, let's say, Elton John first and his partner, and then Elton John says, oh yeah, you know, I've got a mate called Hugh Grant, he went through something similar, so we'll drag him in, and then you've got dragging Harry in as well. But in actual fact, I do feel, you know, does hacked off see that it was Prince Harry who was a ringleader, yes or no? Yes. Because he's so venomous, he hates, you know, he's got a lot of hatred for the media. But the thing is, you know, like anything in life, when somebody's telling you something about yourself and you don't like it, well, probably means that it's true. Okay, have we got somebody who is willing to expose Hacked Off? I think, you know, the Daily Mail will be going out of their way to find information on Hacked Off and expose them. Well, the Daily Mail, you know, go to great lengths now to expose Hacked Off. Absolutely, and you know what you should do. So I think as well, I see that as Gavin Burrows, no doubt about it. Will Gavin Burrows be able to come out and make testimony against Hacked Off? Absolutely, and that is probably why he didn't want to get involved, didn't want to give a statement. I know there's, you know, some curiosity about his earlier statement as well, but I kind of feel like Gavin Burrows is a long haul, and yeah, will be used by the Daily Mail. Does anybody have damning evidence against Hacked Off that they'll give to the Daily Mail? Well, something occurs while these lot are all waiting for this judgment. So something is there. It's just out of their hands at the moment. I'm getting you know, they're not going to waste time right now with it. They'll wait until the after the judgment. And you know why? Because are the Daily Mail waiting for Hacked Off to make some kind of payments for this legal bill? So you got your angry woman there, your angry woman. So somebody who's pissed off, somebody who's been upset, somebody who feels something has been done wrong. Okay, it will Hacked Off be exposed financially for these claimants. I'm getting statements, you know, coming out saying, oh, that's not true, and that's not true, and that's not true, and the childish behaviour. Lies and anxiety and people being childish. So there's fallouts as well. So we already know Elton John is not happy with Harry. How does Nadine see, or Mrs. Lawrence, how does Mrs. Lawrence see Harry? Won't have anything to do with him after that. You know, she has been used, but at the end of the day, you know, it's like, I know they have a court of law that they've got no evidence achieved in, but, you know, these claimants are morally bankrupt, morally, and Mrs. Lawrence, well, she might be upset and hurt and everything, but I'm afraid she turned on the Mail who supported her and brought, you know, her son's killers to justice. And so, and how does she thank him? There you go then, you know, there you go, you deserve what you get, Mrs. Lawrence. Right, so let's go back to Andy Burnham then, seeing as so we've got the lie of the land with these. What are Hacked Off asking Andy Burnham to do? They're asking him to help them bring down, you know, not just the Daily Mail, but every other newspaper and GB News and Talk and everybody else. What? So it's a proposal, it's a mandate. They want to have some talked about in Parliament. They've got all the fake information, you know, they've put everything, all what they do is to gain favour, you know, to make sure any action towards them is favourable. What has Andy agreed to do for them? What has he said he'll commit to? Well, Hacked Off aren't going to give up, I'm afraid. Okay, so they're still going to keep trying. You've got stopping and starting here, so it's like they do start with the media. There's already talks going through, and motions and laws and censorship. And so it's a pressure group, okay? Hacked Off want to pressure Andy into making moves against stealing your free speech, basically. Will Hacked Off be successful? They're using Lawrence. Is that Mrs. Lawrence? Don't know why I can't get her name right. Kidding yourself about other situation. Are Hacked Off worried that Nadine Lawrence will spill the beans? I would say so, but it won't be about exposing Hacked Off. It'll be her saying how she's been manipulated into this. I think she's got an interview coming up. Isn't it Mrs. Lawrence going to give an interview on this case? Nothing coming back, nothing coming back. Well, they'll wait. Nothing's going to really kick off until after the judge has made his decision about money. Again, it's all about money and power. Oh, we'll behave and keep quiet because we don't want to get all these court costs. Well, to be fair, your insurance company will do so much for some of you and not a lot for most. Hacked Off worried about a woman claimant. Yes, especially when this court case is finished. There'll be some kind of interview as well. Okay, will any of the claimants come forward then and state how they was manipulated into it? Yes or no? Just yes or no, won't turn the card universe. Yes, I nearly turned it. How will Andy Burnham feel about his connection to Hacked Off in a few weeks? Yeah, he'll want to be extraditing himself out of that. Extricating, I mean. Yeah, he'll have to leave that for now. It'll be too hot to touch as well. Now I'm going to ask about Andy Burnham being Prime Minister in the next reading. I know we've done one already, or even a couple, but I do feel like things are changing. Outcome for Harry in this case. Yeah. Don't act appearance, you know, what you see is not happening. So when we're told, oh, Harry will get this to pay and Elton John gets that to pay, no, this was all, you know, arranged via and because of and due to hacked off. So it's them that are going to be paying their costs. Outcome for the Daily Mail. Look at that. They're going to bring everything to light. I tell you, if you think, you know, Paul's words was brilliant this time round, wait till after the judgment has been set and they know who and how much as well. Because obviously someone has to sign that cheque to Hull Daily Mail. Hull Daily Mail? Why did I say Hull Daily Mail? Hull Daily Mail. The Daily Mail. The Daily Mail. Don't know where that came from. Right, okay, so, yeah, shining a light on the situation. They're going to blow the whole thing up. And that this whole, you know, thing is, as well, are the Daily Mail going to drag Harry for being part of Hacked Off? No, I'm getting a woman. An attention seeker. Somebody who likes to see attention. Someone who doesn't really care for other people's feelings neither. Ooh. Does the Daily Mail have something on Harry's ex-girlfriend or ex-lover? Did the Daily Mail have something with her? Oh my God. Oh, they're not just going to go about Hacked Off. They're going to go, you know, full on now. Everything that they know for sure and certain, which is a hell of a lot, will be covered. Will be covered. So definitely an ex-friend, contact, lover of Harry's. Outcome for Andy Burnham and Hacked Off. Oh, he's going to soon, you know, I think Hacked Off will change the mind about Burnham, and I think Burnham is going to change his mind about Hacked Off, because there is news coming to us. What's the outcome for Hacked Off? Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad it's so negative. Oh, look at that, look, Gonna throw everything at you. Never mind a newspaper, they got a whole goddamn book full and a library full of them. So, yeah, they're going to be unable to cope. And as well exposed, you know, for their wrongdoing and how they've manipulated their claimants. But mark my words, these claimants are not victims at all. They've done it to themselves. They did it out of greed. You know, they've trusted somebody else instead of their own gut feelings. And they've trusted Harry as well. Outcome for Elton John. Well, he's got a plan, okay, so you probably get an interview from him as well. He'll want to make some money. How does Elton John feel about Hacked Off? He definitely wants to set the record straight. Look, you're getting didn't happen that way. Don't, you know, it didn't happen that way. What you see with Harry is not what you're gonna get. What we see with him, there's some, you know, it's not a simple case that he was fed up of the press and everything. No, it's about how he wanted to, oh my God, how he wanted to destroy him. Oh, did these claimants want to buy the Telegraph for real? Or the Guardian? They was going to buy a newspaper. Yeah, well, that can go out the window now, isn't it? That'll go out the window. What you're buying, exactly. Yeah, that'd be put on hold. And that was Hacked Off. Was it Hacked Off that wanted the newspaper? So, wanting to take it overseas, I'm getting. Wanting to take it overseas. You are the news on the paper, okay? You don't have to own it. Okay, right, let's have a look then. So, as far as Andy Burnham goes, I wouldn't put too much hope into him because I haven't even decided whether he's staying or actually going to make it as a Prime Minister. And he's got no mandate or all of it. There's just, we know it's corruption, but we'll see how things work out. Okay, so lastly, what else do we need to know about Hacked Off? Yeah, they're going to be really upset, but they're also going to be accused of upsetting others as well. You've got to understand now, for whether it's 4 or 6 years that it's been going on, these people have actually bonded together. You know, they're part of the same war on the media. So they have built relationships up. So Hugh Grant and Steve Coogan, whatever his name is, going to Makerfield, that was all part of them. Okay, that's all part of them. It's not one thing, it's part of Hacked Off. Get yourself there, your foot soldiers, get to Makerfield, you know. I mean, I don't know. What kind of person is Hugh Grant? He's nothing like his persona on the films, that's for sure. What kind of person is he? Well, now he's not in as many films as before. He still likes the attention and something he does often. So, you know, he's always campaigning. I mean, I've never heard of a campaign, but all right, he's always trying to, you know, campaign and set things right and tackle the stories of the media. Look, just because you got caught with your pants down, Hugh, does not make you a specialist in this situation. Right, anything else? I want 3 card universe. Tell me what else we need to know. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what else we need to know. Yeah, wait till it's not over. It's far from over, okay? And the Daily Mail aren't going to stop there and then. You don't just get off with a slap on the wrist. Yeah, we've got a woman lashing out here who's also very, very angry. But I think a woman is going to speak out. Oh, and look at that, secrets to be revealed. So yeah, you're getting a woman with a lot of pressure on her, a lot of kickbacks, and will reveal it. So definitely, I think the Mail won't stop. There's a woman in Hacked Off, but I don't know who she is. She's significant. Yeah, it's like a tell-all, you know. Oh, that trial turned my life upside down. The media, you know. Listen, it wasn't proven. It can't be proven. And it doesn't exist. When it comes out that Hacked Off, you know, I mean, they're funding, their lawyers, they're paying Harry's lawyers. What Sherborne and everybody else expected is not what they got. I mean, for Christ's sake, you know, you could say Sherborne was just doing it for the money. No, he wasn't. He was doing it for ego. He was doing it as a mass, you know, why go to work and be a carer when you can pretend you're a goddamn doctor somewhere else? And that's how I feel about Sherborne. He's not the solicitor in this. He's going to be the big, you know, poncho of it all, the architect of it. You know, the actual dragon slayer. And really, it's not. It's just a lawyer who has just lost the biggest case in history with all the attention as well. So, you know, that won't do well for him because mentally he thought he was invincible. Anyway, each to their own cesspit, but I can tell you now the next couple of months are going to be excuse me, yes, very interesting indeed. So this is far from over. In fact, I think their problems are just beginning. Okay, so it will all come out, it will all get exposed. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.